some beer! Beer!
We're back with another episode, and it's wintertime here in East Tennessee, and you must have your essentials in wintertime because everybody knows East Tennessee weather just could be bright, sunny, 60 like it was today.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow you're snowed in, and you got to have your milk sandwiches. You got to have you got to have your milk. You got to have your bread because Lord knows they'll fight you over it in the food city.
Right.
And you've got to have your emergency drinking beer.
You gotta have something to wash it down.
You got to wash it down. You got to wash down your milk sandwiches with emergency drinking beer because it's an emergency and you got to drink beer.
Right.
At
You
least
gotta
that's,
stay warm somehow.
that's what we do here at Liquid Measures is we drink suds
Yep.
with our buds, as Jagger Sterling would say. So,
Yep.
so here we are. Here we are with emergency drinking beer. And honestly, we were just walking through the liquor store. Bar Wench Sarah goes, "That is hilarious. We're buying it." So that's what we did. We bought it and we're going to try it out. Go ahead, Bar Wench.
Well, the reason I found it so comical is because it says it is an all-purpose beer. It is the drink of necessity, real brewed, all-purpose blend, ready to drink. Do not refill. Do not reuse. Although, let's be honest, who would really want to reuse beer?
That usually comes out.
Right.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yes.
And then it has it listed in a whole bunch of languages, and I'm not even going to attempt that.
Yeah, it even has a spec number on there.
Yep.
Which I will probably look up. It probably means something, but it's on there. So let's just get to it and let's see what emergency drinking beer tastes like. It's by Wild Heaven Beer.
Wild heaven.
Wild Heaven Beer, which is a legit brewery. I think it's out of Georgia, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
So,
Avondale Estates, Georgia.
well, there you go, Georgia.
It says, serve your neighbor.
So we shall. I shall serve my neighbor right now.
What better way to serve your neighbor than with an emergency
Drinking beer.
Right.
That's exactly right. And as you can tell right off, that is,
It's a pretty good head for
Yeah.
that light of beer.
I mean, it's a very light beer. Is there beer left in that?
There is.
Oh my. We can't have that now, can we?
Hey, it's been a 4-year hiatus, so I'm
It
like,
has been. It's sort of not completely clear, like it may not be a filtered beer, which that usually lends to good things. On the nose is some hops right off the bat, which is surprising. But, you know, you've got to keep your emergency drinking beer fresh somehow.
Right.
And since we all know hops inhibits bacterial growth, it's got to be a little hoppy. It smells like a lager. So
it has
I'm
a
gonna
very
drink it.
citrusy note.
Yeah, a little citrusy. Let's see what it tastes like.
Not bad.
That is a necessity because I like it. It's really not bad.
It's
It's
really good.
sort
Yeah.
of sweet. The
Mhm.
little hops note you get off the bat on the nose kind of offsets the sweetness just enough at the end to where it's very well balanced. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, it's 4% alcohol to volume, so it's sessionable.
Right.
It's shoot, I like it. That's all I can say right now. Pretty darn good.
It is pretty darn good. I'm not one to like the light beers. I prefer stouts and porters. And I like this. This is very tolerable to my palate, and
it's freaking hilarious.
it,
I
It is
mean,
funny.
seriously,
It's funny.
It's great.
This is what you break out at a tailgate,
Yes,
like
sir.
right before you go into the stadium. Like all the heavy drinking's done, and you're just like, oh, wait a minute.
We need some
Yeah.
emergency
We
drinking
need
beer.
some emergency drinking.
Because, you know, at tailgates, you can have emergencies.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
As
the
a matter of
emergency
fact-
is that you got to stop drinking and go inside the stadium.
Exactly. And everybody knows that in a college game,
You can't have it.
you can't have it.
Yeah.
A pro game, you're going to pay 8 beers for some old style.
Yep.
Pay 8 beers.
Hey, beers. You sure will.
I haven't even
Yeah.
been drinking. This is the first one. Anyway, you're
Second
gonna pay.
mortgage.
Yeah, second mortgage. Go to a professional baseball game. Pay $8 for an old style. Yeah. I would rather the emergency, just like Alex said, is going into the stadium, and you got to hit your emergency drinking beer before you go in.
Like
I'm
can
going to
see-
drink this, man.
I can see loading like 5 of these into one of those little beer slings that you hold over and just start passing them out on your way in.
That'd be perfect.
It'd be funny.
A freaking sash, like you got your.
Oh, I've got a beer sling.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a beer sling
Exactly.
that like comes around and you
That's
put
right.
it holds 6
Ammunition.
beers.
You got your ammunition.
Yeah, and you see the guys that are sad walking up to the stadium because they can't drink beer anymore.
You're
Here you
like,
go, man. Here you go.
This is an emergency. You have some of this.
Here's your emergency drinking beer.
If you want to be alive for the party, emergency drinking.
That's exactly right.
And the flavors in this, because it's so mild, it reminds me, forgive me for even going there, but I think anybody who likes your typical gas station brews, your Bud Light, your Coors, you would like this.
But there's a difference.
But there is flavor to it.
That's it. This is flavor. Oh my
This
God.
has a mild enough flavor that if you're used to drinking watered down gas station beer, like, the typical brand names that produce Super Bowl commercials, then you'll still be able to drink this without any issues because it has a very mild flavor, but it has flavor.
There is flavor. I like it. Out of a 1 to 5, not sure what style it fits. It's almost a blonde, really.
It's
Yeah.
a general all-purpose.
It's a
It
general
says so.
all-purpose blend.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of citrus. It's got a little bit of hops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very well balanced.
It's light enough that if you're scared of IPAs, like you've heard the stories of how hoppy IPAs are, and you're like, oh, I don't want to drink dandelions, I don't want to drink pine needles.
Yeah.
This is
true, so true.
I mean, this is something though that you can drink and work your way into it. Your IPA is a developed taste,
Absolutely.
and this is a good way to start on that.
Absolutely.
It's not really that hoppy. I mean, the hoppiness in it is literally to offset the maltiness, the sweet maltiness.
Sweetness.
I will talk one time tonight, I promise. and
He's
you
not
know
had
what I'm
enough
trying to
alcohol
say.
yet.
That's the problem. I haven't had enough emergency drinking beer.
That's right.
I mean, the hops hit you on your first drink, and then after that, it's like
It mellows right out.
it kind of mellows out, and you don't notice it as much. You're starting to notice the other flavors.
And it's more on the nose. It really is more on the nose. Because old Don, I'm gonna stick my nose in it. But yeah, 1 to 5. I'm giving it a 3.5, a little bit above average, because it's really, really good. I would drink it again, absolutely.
Well, for a stout and porter drinker, I've almost finished what I poured in my glass, which is
That says a lot.
that
right there,
says a
doesn't
lot
it?
for me. So I'm gonna have to go with a 4, just because for someone like me, this is an oddity.
I think that's the highest you've ever given a light colored beer.
Absolutely.
This is a middle of the road beer. It's sort of like, it hits all the tastes. It doesn't really, to me, this is one where you drink it at a social gathering when you don't, you bring it when you don't really know what you're going to be in the mood for, or you don't know where the night's going to take you. It is just a good all around. It's not going to hit any cravings, but it's not going to just be out there. It's not going to.
It won't disappoint.
All-purpose blend right there.
So,
all-purpose blend.
Give it a 3, right square down the middle.
I went 3.5, and I'll give you my reasoning for that. Is I was about to give it a 3, right square. Actually, a 2.5 is right square down the middle. But I gave it a 3.5 because it's just that really light, crisp beer, but it has flavor. And, that's just what you don't expect that from such a light-colored, just middle-of-the-road beer. But it does have that flavor.
And it's refreshing.
It is absolutely refreshing. Wintertime was probably the wrong time to actually do this.
Yeah.
This is springtime, summertime beer, y'all. All right, and that's
But now
it.
we know.
Now we know.
Now we know.
We don't know if you don't drink it. And if you don't like it, it's not our fault.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was has a song to sing. I sing it and